This is Greenock on the west coast of Scotland. The town sits at the point where the River Clyde flows into the sea, and for generations this location was a crucial factor in the growth of industries that provided employment for local people, including shipbuilding, the refining of sugar cane, wool manufacturing, and latterly electronics and computer manufacture. Today though, Greenock and much of the surrounding area of Inverclyde has been de-industrialised. Employment is very hard to find. UK government figures show unemployment in the area is consistently amongst the highest in Scotland. According to the Scottish Index of Multiple Deprivation, almost 13% of the local area falls into the category of Scotland's most deprived. Every fourth child in Inverclyde is growing up in poverty. Today, the general picture of Greenock and Inverclyde is of struggle and decline. But there is one business sector that appears to be booming. Here in Greenock's town centre, within a half-mile radius, there are no fewer than 6 bookmakers, all of which of course offer the traditional services for which they're licensed by the local authority. That's betting on horse racing, football and other sports. But the major growth in profits being experienced by bookies is not down to these supposedly core aspects of the business model. The money flowing into the bank accounts of the big players in the gambling industry comes from fixed odds betting terminals, also known as FOBTs or B2 machines. They look like the puggies seen for years in pubs and amusement arcades, but they're very different. They offer bets on digital casino games like roulette and, crucially, potential jackpots of £500. In the past 12 months, here in one of Scotland's most deprived areas, a staggering £82 million has been fed into fixed odds betting terminals. It's claimed the machines are so addictive they've become known as the crack cocaine of gambling. Greenock-based MSP Stuart McMillan is so concerned about the impact these machines are having, he secured a members' debate to have the matter discussed in the Scottish Parliament.
Last year, one of the things I did was to go to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. And some of the stories that I heard that particular evening were just harrowing in terms of gambling addiction, but particularly when the issue of the FOBTs was raised and how people's lives have just been destroyed as a consequence of these machines. Individuals losing their jobs, losing their marriages, and families being broken up, and many others. And unfortunately, the meeting I went to last year, I was even informed of people who had committed suicide.
The gambling industry doesn't share these concerns. In fact, they argue there is no evidence to suggest fixed odds betting terminals are addictive. Bookies also reject calls for tighter regulation of the high street gambling machines.
There are 8,700 betting offices, 33,000 machines in those betting offices, which everyone's focusing on. Online, as I said, £5,000 stake, £2.5 million win, 20 million homes have internet access, and 30 million mobile devices have internet access. Why are we focusing on retail shops? The world's moved on. We're in a high-tech world. We need to be much more sophisticated. Stakes and prizes, in my opinion, is not the solution. Player tracking, interventions, dealing with problem gamblers. I absolutely support socially responsible gambling, but we need to do it in the right way and not the wrong way. There are 2,700 betting offices that make less than £15,000 per annum. There is a danger that a huge number of those could close, putting 12,000 people out of work. And I think the question that the government need to ask is there a direct link between problem gambling and B2 machines? Because if not, you could close 2,000 to 3,000 betting offices, put a lot of people out of work, and have zero impact on problem gambling.
Of course, no one forces us to gamble. We're all adults with free will. So does the gambling industry have a point when it argues that if there is a problem, it lies with individual gamblers and not with the machines? In recent years, though, we've seen report after report in newspapers and in the broadcast media about people who steal to fund their habits, about people who can't control their gambling and who become addicted to these machines. We spoke to one Greenock man and we've agreed to keep his identity secret.
It's horrendous. I also know people that have been in the same boat as me. I mean, I nearly got divorced through it. I was coming home with no wages, telling the wife lies and things like that, but they're soul destroying. The bookies don't seem to bother. I mean, they see you're losing that money and they know, well, half the time it's legit money, other times it's not legit money. I've had to do things that I'm not proud of. Shoplifting, I used to do a bit of shoplifting. I used to get a gang of boys that would do shoplifting with me and all. I used to steal, well, it's actually stealing your wages off your wife because I wasn't going to him with any wages. I was telling her I'd lost my wages. Wasn't telling her to gamble, but they soon find out. But it was totally horrendous. At the time, it's heart destroying, but when you've got money in your pocket and you see a puggy, you go and do it. You don't think here, my wife's got 3 kids here. They've school clothes to get, they've shoes to get. You're saying, oh, I won that, I won that, I won that. And it never ends up. I don't think, I can honestly say I've never won in the roulette wheels in my life. I've won, but not won because I've played it back. I've never actually won and walked out with, here, I've got £1,000 in my hip now.
In the making of this programme, we directly approached all of the major bookmakers who operate betting shops in Greenock Town Centre. Only William Hill responded, declining to be interviewed. Coral, Betfred, Ladbrokes and Paddy Power, despite employing entire communication departments, didn't even respond. In the past, representatives of the bookmakers have been keen to talk about how they support responsible gambling, but we found they're not so keen to talk about their own responsibility, the responsibility for gambling that's taking place every day here in Inverclyde. Gambling that we've heard leads to debt, crime, marital problems and destroyed lives.
I think it should be banned for the high streets. Through personal experience, I'd say it should be banned for it.